Mackenzie seemed to be bothered by some thoughts as well. Featuring students from different classes and other organizations, Kevin was faced with fierce competition and was unsure if he could win in order to save Roger Knott. When his granddaughter, Mackenzie, returned from Penny's place a few days ago, she discovered that her entire mansion was a mess, and the guards were severely injured. Her grandfather had gone missing, and when she asked those who were lucky enough to survive, she found out that high-ranking members from the top 10 organizations had worked together to capture him. Since then, Mackenzie had spent a great deal of time and effort to look for him, sending members of the myriads and using any connections she had for reinforcements. But up until now, she still had no leads regarding his whereabouts. So when Mackenzie heard about the martial arts competition at the Healing Arts School today and how the final victor would be given the opportunity to kill her grandfather, she followed Penny over to take a look. Given this, Mackenzie had already made up her mind that even if there was a sliver of a chance today, money wouldn't be an issue if it meant saving her grandfather's life. "Don't worry, I'll do my best to help you." Even if he had his own doubts about winning the competition, Kevin tried his best to reassure Mackenzie as he spoke to her. "Who asked you to help? Are you sure you can win?" Mackenzie snapped as her patience was wearing thin. She was so anxious about her grandfather's condition that she had momentarily forgotten how Kevin and the deputy leader of the Myriads were like brothers. "Sorry about that, Kevin. Mackenzie is just very worried, so please excuse her manners." Penny tried to smooth things over with Kevin and told Mackenzie to apologize. Kevin just smiled at them to indicate that he didn't take it to heart. The large martial arts arena could accommodate almost 100,000 people, and now all the seats were currently filled. As his gaze swept across the entire venue, he saw some familiar faces, such as Kelly Emmett, who was a member of the Union, sitting next to Renee Silver and Ariana Titus. Kevin noticed that Ariana looked a little tired and disheveled. It seemed that she hadn't recovered from her injuries after encountering the Night King the previous night. Apart from them, there was also Frank Carter, the martial arts instructor who had since transferred to the Central Alternative Healing Academy, Nadia Alexander, the local president of the Herbalist Society's Southern Branch, and Harley Shepard, the vice president of their own school for the healing arts. "I can't believe there are so many familiar faces who are part of the top 10 organizations," Kevin thought to himself. Suddenly, a deep voice announced, "Everyone, please be quiet." The person who spoke was a man who was standing on the highest platform. It was none other than Wayne Ford, who looked to be in his early 30s. However, the fact that he was able to sit there clearly indicated his high position. It seemed that he wasn't only the enforcer at the Southwest School of Healing. On top of that, he was also the dean of the Healing Arts School. So when Wayne spoke, the noise from the crowd was instantly drowned out by his authoritative voice. This proved how powerful he was. "Today is an important day for the Healing Arts School. The Myriads and the Alliance are two evil underground organizations that have been causing great harm to the world. They must both be eradicated for the greater good. Thanks to a concerted effort from the top 10 organizations, we have managed to capture Roger Knott from the Myriads. This man has committed countless crimes and has killed countless people. Do you think we should punish him?" Wayne asked. "We should!" Thousands and thousands of people agreed in unison. What kind of narrative is he selling? And the fact that they're all agreeing with him, they must be out of their minds. Mackenzie clenched her fist tightly. Penny immediately reached out to comfort Mackenzie, trying to calm her down for the time being. "I believe that everyone already knows about today's competition, so I won't keep you all waiting for long. With that, I hope the contestants can give their all and fight for a chance to get rid of evil." Wayne returned to his chair, satisfied with his convincing speech. The host of the competition didn't have Wayne's commanding voice, so he held a microphone in his hand and announced, "Now the competition shall officially begin. Here are the matchups for the first round." When they heard that Kevin was fighting against a student from the Central Alternative Healing Academy, Clarissa Pratt, Everyone burst into laughter. Clarissa was the top student from her school. Her martial arts skills were way more advanced compared to Kevin, and she always had a superior knife fighting technique. Kevin, you should just surrender now. It's not too late to withdraw from the competition. Lionel was the first to stand up and make fun of him. I really don't know what Professor Murdoch was thinking. She actually let you participate in the competition. Isn't this deliberately making our class lose face in front of everyone? Mike expressed his resentment. He was secretly bitter for not being chosen to compete and couldn't accept that Kevin was the one selected over him.
Kevin, I know you're good at martial arts. Even Carter can't beat you. However, you should know your own limitations. Do you think you'll actually stand a chance against Clarissa? Luther sneered. What the hell is wrong with the three of you? If you're looking for someone to fight, I wouldn't mind kicking your ass right now.
Dalton couldn't sit still any longer. These insults towards Kevin were getting way out of line. Dalton, calm down. They're just jealous. Don't waste your time with those three idiots. Kevin managed to get Dalton to calm himself, then turned his attention to Mike and the others. If any of you insult me one more time, I'll beat you up in the same way that I beat Carter. Everyone in their class instantly shut their mouths when they heard him. Many of them had witnessed what Kevin had done to Carter, so they didn't even dare to show any signs of mockery on their faces. Although Clarissa was quite the formidable opponent, Kevin wasn't someone that should be taken lightly either. While he was constantly dismissed by his peers for being a useless son-in-law of the Jones family, Kevin had proved everyone wrong so many times already. And even if all the people in their class gathered to fight him together, they still wouldn't be able to defeat him. Therefore, it was hard to say who would win or lose in the competition between the two of them.
Kevin, I know you can do it. Besides, I placed a bet on you for $1 million, so if you win, I can make a lot of money.
Dalton made an encouraging gesture. What? Wasn't the list of matchups just announced? Kevin asked in confusion.
Yes, but half an hour ago, the host of the competition privately released the list of participants to some of the wealthiest individuals in attendance today to bet on. However, to keep some suspense, they didn't reveal the matchups until just now, so the betting lines have been blowing up ever since. I'm not really into betting, but I already placed my bet on you before I even knew who you were going up against. That's how much faith I have in you. Dalton proudly raised his chin.
Kevin frowned and looked at him. So what are my odds? Dalton took out his phone and browsed through the thread.
Let me check. Right now, it's plus 2,700 for you and minus 300 for Clarissa.
What the hell? Is there some kind of mistake? Why is the gap so large between us? Kevin knew that Clarissa would be the favorite, but he still felt insulted by the huge disparity in their odds. Before Dalton could explain, Professor Murdoch, who was standing in the front of her class, had already spoken. Kevin, why are you still sitting there? Your matchup is coming soon. Hurry up so you still have time to get ready. I know, Professor Murdoch. Where should I go? Kevin answered casually as he stood up. Your match with Clarissa is right over there at the purple arena. Professor Murdoch pointed her finger to prevent Kevin from going to the wrong place. As Kevin walked over and made his way through the crowd, he couldn't help but think to himself, since Dalton bet $1 million on me, he'll make an extra $27 million if I win. So I must let him earn that profit for believing in me. Besides, I don't want anyone to look down on me ever again. So I should really stick it to them.
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.